Imagine living your entire life in a single day. Waking up, growing up, finding a mate, and dying before the sun sets. It sounds impossible for us, but in the animal kingdom, some creatures live incredibly short lives, while others survive for centuries. Nature has created an astonishing range of lifespans, from animals that exist for only a few hours to creatures that can outlive multiple human generations. Today we're counting down the ultimate life ranking in the animal world, moving from the shortest lifespans to the longest living animals ever discovered. And by the end of this journey, you'll meet an organism that may not die at all. Let's begin with one of the shortest lives on Earth. The mayfly is often considered the symbol of a short life. In fact, some species of mayflies live for less than 24 hours once they become adults. And after spending months or even years underwater as larvae, they finally emerge, grow wings, and take to the sky. But their adult life has only one purpose: reproduction. They don't even have functioning mouths to eat food. Within a single day, they mate, lay eggs, and die. Entire generations of mayflies can live and disappear within the span of a single human day. Next comes the housefly, a creature most of us see almost every day. Compared to the mayfly, the housefly seems long-lived, but even its life is surprisingly short. A typical housefly lives for about 15 to 30 days. In just a few weeks, it goes through its entire life cycle, from egg to larva to pupa, and finally to the buzzing adult we recognize. During that short time, a single female housefly can lay hundreds of eggs, all ensuring that the next generation continues almost immediately. Moving slightly higher on the lifespan ladder, we meet the mouse. Mice may seem like they live longer, but in the wild, most mice survive for only about 1 to 2 years. Their small bodies burn energy quickly, their hearts beat incredibly fast, and predators constantly hunt them. Because of these dangers, mice reproduce rapidly and mature very quickly. Their short lifespan is nature's way of balancing survival and reproduction. Now we arrive at the rabbit. Rabbits live a bit longer, usually between 8 and 12 years in safe environments. In the wild, however, many rabbits don't survive nearly that long due to predators such as foxes, hawks, and wolves. Rabbits are known for their rapid breeding cycles, which allow their populations to remain stable despite the risks they face every day. Their lives are a constant balance between speed, survival, and reproduction. Next up are some of humanity's closest animal companions: dogs. Dogs live on average between 10 and 15 years, though this can vary depending on breed and size. Smaller breeds often live longer than larger breeds. Throughout history, dogs have formed deep bonds with humans, becoming loyal companions, protectors, and helpers. In the lifespan ranking of animals, dogs sit comfortably in the middle, living long enough to share meaningful years with their human families. Right alongside dogs are cats, another beloved companion species. Domestic cats usually live between 12 and 18 years, though many indoor cats reach their 20s. Cats have a slower metabolism compared to smaller mammals, which contributes to their longer lives. They also face fewer dangers when cared for by humans. Over centuries, cats have adapted to live both as independent hunters and as cherished members of human households. As we continue climbing the ladder of life, we encounter animals that can live far longer than most people expect. One of these is the elephant. Elephants are among the longest living land mammals, with lifespans that can reach 60 to 70 years. Much like humans, elephants live in complex social groups and form strong family bonds. They remember migration routes, water sources, and even other elephants for decades. Their long lives allow them to pass knowledge through generations, making them one of the most intelligent animals on Earth. Next, we move to the skies, where some birds live far longer than their size might suggest. Parrots are famous for their extraordinary longevity. Certain species of parrots can live between 50 and 80 years, and some have even surpassed a full century. This means a single parrot could potentially witness several human generations. Their intelligence, social behavior, and slow aging process contribute to these remarkable lifespans. But even parrots cannot compete with one of the most iconic, long-living reptiles, the giant tortoise. These ancient creatures are legendary for their incredible longevity. Giant tortoises can easily live over 100 years, and some individuals have been recorded reaching 150 years or more. Their slow metabolism, protective shells, and calm lifestyle contribute to their ability to age so slowly. Imagine a creature alive today that was born before electricity was widely used. That is the reality for some giant tortoises. Yet the story doesn't stop there. Beneath the icy waters of the Arctic Ocean lives one of the most mysterious long-lived animals ever discovered, the Greenland shark. Scientists believe these sharks can live for at least 250 years, and possibly much longer. In fact, one Greenland shark studied by researchers was estimated to be over 400 years old. That means it could have been alive during the time of Galileo and Shakespeare. These slow-moving giants grow extremely slowly and live in cold, deep waters, where their metabolism operates at an incredibly slow pace. But even a 400-year-old shark may not hold the ultimate title. To find the most extraordinary life story in the animal kingdom, we must look at something far smaller, a creature no bigger than a fingernail. The immortal jellyfish is perhaps the most fascinating organism on Earth when it comes to lifespan. Unlike most animals, this jellyfish has the ability to reverse its aging process. When it becomes injured, stressed, or old, it can transform its cells back into an earlier stage of life, essentially restarting its life cycle. In theory, this process could continue indefinitely. Instead of dying from old age, the jellyfish simply begins life again. Scientists call this process biological immortality. It does not mean the jellyfish cannot die. Predators, disease, or accidents can still end its life. But unlike nearly every other creature on Earth, it does not appear to have a natural expiration date. Think about what this means. While a mayfly may live for only a single day, the immortal jellyfish could potentially live forever. From a life lasting just a few hours to a creature capable of resetting its own biological clock, the diversity of life on Earth is truly astonishing. Some animals live fast and short, racing through life in a matter of days. Others take a slower path, stretching their existence across decades or centuries. When we compare these lifespans, it reminds us of something powerful. Time moves differently for every living creature. A single day might be an entire lifetime for one animal, while another may experience centuries of slow, steady existence. So the next time you see a tiny insect buzzing past you, remember that you may be witnessing its entire life story unfolding in a matter of hours. And somewhere deep in the ocean, a shark older than entire nations could still be quietly swimming through the dark waters. Nature's timeline is far more mysterious and incredible than we often realize. And perhaps the most fascinating question of all is this: if life on Earth can last anywhere from a few hours to potentially forever, what other secrets of time are still waiting to be discovered in the natural world?